Welcome to this little talk, this little thing I'm doing, ReKenmendations. I think it's so important to do stuff that affects what you do, to read and to listen and to do things that is not directly affiliated with your craft. And I see way too little of that online. I see all these musicians who can really play, and it's great, and I did it myself as well because I'm trying to keep up, but in general I think it's much more interesting when we invent stuff and we are creative, and then that should spark some, or at least in my world, that should spark some energy towards the whole craftsmanship. Anyways, that's why I'm doing these things. I want to share with you what I'm focused on when not practicing my instrument or composing music. And this week, there's two things. I try to only do a few things at a time. And I just bought this new vinyl. It's awesome. It's a band from Germany called Tau 5. Tau 5, which is a kind of a protein, and I don't know if that's what's illustrated here. It's a super cool cover, and the band sounds like this. The music it's wild and it's crazy, and there's some things that I don't have them into my musical imagination yet, but this is a great beginning for that. So many interesting rhythmic ideas on this album. It's something I really like, and the soundscape is crazy. It's a band of superstars. It's Peter Eldh, Philipp Zoubek, Philipp Gropper, Moritz Baumgärtner, and Ludwig Wandinger. Badasses, all of them. You should check it out. I've added a link. If you're into this kind of stuff, I've added a link for the shop, and yeah, it's a double LP, really nice. Then the other thing, because sometimes it's difficult to listen to new music because you kind of have to empty your mind and just take it in and then absorb what you can. And there's a lot of dissonance on this album, which is something that Leonard Bernstein talks a lot about in this book. Like the coming of new music and how people treat it, and it's always been a problem when things are moving in new direction, that people would claim it to be dissonant and weird. But even this book is from the 60s. It also talks, it talks about music history and why jazz is jazz and classical is just classical, and like the space in between, which is very interesting for me. And even in the 60s, there's a new music, like always, there's new music coming up and people don't like it, and then they get used to it, and then that's the new norm. And it's just so nice to read about these things from a man that I guess the whole world respects as a musical genius. This is a really good book. It's 300 pages, it's pretty easily read, and there's a lot of music examples as well, if you like to read scores. That's it for this week. Stay tuned, and I'll post more next week. Post yours as well. Bye.